Hey guys, welcome to episode 7 of the Meso making series. Today, I'll be discussing the potential for making Meso using boss drops. Over the course of your superior item crystal farming, you should have also amassed quite a huge collection of Crusader coins. These Crusader coins can be used to purchase spell traces which are used for upgrading items. Now of course, you could just sell these spell traces, but if you're willing to put a little bit of extra time into it, you can make quite a bit more Mesos using these spell traces. For this demonstration, I'll be using the items obtained from the bosses that we've killed in the recent weeks. These include aquatic eye accessories, condensed power crystals, Deacidius earrings, silver blossom rings, and royal black metal shoulders. These drops come from zakum, horntail, and magnus. Of course, you could totally use other equips like Chaos Rudibius armors or Empress equips. However, these alternatives cost a bit more, require more spell traces, which means you'll scroll fewer items for the same cost, which means if you get unlucky, you may end up costing yourself more Meso than you'll make. Also, I decided to use boss accessories because you can buy them pretty cheap from FM, meaning it's quite easy to upscale for more profit. Now, on to what stats to scroll for. There are 3 main approaches you can take. The first approach is to scroll for the most desired stat. This should be quite obvious. The next method is to scroll for an assortment, so 1 or more items with each stat. More customers means quicker sales. The third method I use involves greater risk, but you can get quite good rewards out of it, and that is to scroll the item according to the potentials they have. So normally these items come unrevealed for a slight increase in price. However, if you reveal these potentials and you get something like 12 int, it's probably a good idea to scroll for int. If you reveal the potential and get 3% HP, it's probably a good idea to scroll for HP because this can dramatically increase the price of the item. So now that you've figured out what to scroll and how to scroll, next is to sit down and spend a hilarious amount of time scrolling and Star Force enhancing. Star Force enhancements can turn crap items to reasonable items, good items to great items, and spectacular items to godly items. So I recommend that you Star Force enhance. At the time I filmed this video, the Star Force enhancements were glitched and they costed twice as much as they normally would. Now, even with that handicap, I actually managed to make quite a bit of Meso out of this, except it did take quite a long time. Okay, so now some final remarks. Before starting, make sure you actually have a clear idea as to what the prices will be once you decide to sell them. There's no point in scrolling an item which people do not want. You need to convince yourself that this is actually worth the time and effort before you begin. If you think the prices that you'll set are too low and it's not worth your time, then maybe it's not a good idea to do this. But if you have a clear understanding of what's going on and you think that the items will sell for a reasonable price, then go ahead. For the filming of this video, I decided that if I had a profit margin of over 50%, I would be happy. This is because of the double price of enhancements at the moment. This is a glitch and it should be addressed later on. So, what were the results? The total sales was about 883 mil. The cost to make these items was 486 mil including spell traces. Hence the profit from this is about 297 mil, which is just over 60% profit. Just one final observation. It ended up taking quite a bit of time to sell these items. Overall, it took about 3 days of store time to sell. This might not be a good idea to do if you have multiple items that you wish to sell, but let's say your primary income is superior item crystals, then it's not a bad idea to include these items in your store. It couldn't hurt. Anyway, I hope you found this video informative, and good luck with your Meso making. See you next time, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Thanks for watching.